Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is the second to last round of the Formula 2 Championship here in historic Interlagos, in between the lakes. It is the Brazilian Grand Prix. No, listen, it is Formula 2 Brazil. It is the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Is it still a Grand Prix if it's in Formula 2? Well, it is to me. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, so here we go then. We could potentially have our first ALR champion crowned here tonight. But I have been saying, well, we have been saying that for the past couple of nights, haven't we? In gold on Sunday and in silver on Monday, but it is just not come to fruition, has it? Whether it will tonight, and can Troy become the first champion of the Formula One 2023 game? It'll be supreme if he does. But Toy Coin there is not letting up, is he, with an almost impeccable and perfect performance in Qatar just over a week ago, with one of the most incredible one of the most incredible performances I've seen in a Formula 2 car was no, not just him though, but Campos as well. They had every point up for grabs almost, apart from where someone stole the fast lap right at the very end. And Campos, I've never seen it actually, a Formula 2 team have all the points: two for pole position, one for fast lap in the sprint, one for fast lap in the feature, 10 points for the win in the sprint, 8 points for second in the sprint, and then of course a 25 in the sprint and 25 in the feature. And Serious Russians disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. As we go for pole position, we have Toy Coin then. Needs to get as many points as he can then. The aim of the game for Toy Coin tonight, basically in a nutshell, he has to beat Troy, and beat Troy by a big margin of points as well. Then Toy Coin needs to get the gap between himself and Troy down to 37 points at this moment in time. Then as we come into Young Cal then for second spot, Toy Coin and Troy are fighting for position. This is the battle for the 2 points as well. Troy would like to finish off Formula 2 in style here tonight then, by winning the championship here now. But Toy Coin is coming on pole position, and this is important. And the 2 points is going to Toy Coin there by just over a tenth of a second there. And it is pole position there for Toy Coin there. What an incredible start here tonight then. And let me put that on the beast of a spreadsheet. Where is it? Have I lost it? Oh no, that's not very good, is it? Well, Toy Coin has got the first points of of tonight as well. Campos, of course, 45 out of possible 46 points were scored last week. Good stuff indeed there. But yes, so at the moment, championship-wise, the gap is down to 63 points, but it's still not enough at the moment now for Toy Coin. He needs more. And goodness me, let's see how he goes for that. It was less than a tenth of a second there between Toy Coin and Troy, as the battle for the Formula 2 Championship is raging on here tonight in Brazil. That is the classification with genuinely superb competitive third position. Irvine on his debut for Formula 2 starts on pole for the sprint race, which I think he'll be overjoyed with that result. And fantastic stuff indeed.
BoxBox Hub is an absolute essential for any Formula One fan, and the entire app with new widgets, statistics, localized race schedules, and countdowns, you name it. They even have support for Apple's new live activities feature with real-time updates during a race right on the lock screen, and honestly, some of the best looking widgets I've seen.
Welcome back, everyone. Of course, I hope you've all enjoyed your BoxBox, which is powering the ALR stream tonight, which is powering me as well. Of course, I hope you use BoxBox on Sunday and Saturday and Friday for the practice qualifying and the race, the final practice qualifying and the race before the end of the season. Then, so yes, good stuff indeed there for everyone who's got BoxBox. And good stuff. Right then, let's go for the grid, shall we? Then it is everyone on the medium compound tyres then for this event tonight. Then 14 laps around Interlagos there here. Then, by the way, everyone give a smash a like on the screen as well, as I'm trying to become a professional YouTuber. So like, share, and subscribe. Basically, more importantly, if you can hit that like, because I think that's the main thing, isn't it? I think anyway. Championship looks like this. The gap is down to 63 points, but in a nutshell, Toy Coin has got to score has basically got a score in a nutshell. This is the minimum performance he can do tonight. There is he has to get so 63, 53, 52, no, 53, 43, 42. Basically, in a nutshell, he has to score 24 points, 24 points then for the remainder of the event then, and so if he wants to keep the championship alive, and that is the minimum requirement in this one. Irvine's fast is a lovely shot here, by the way. A bit of an offstead in the camera. Irvine is on is going to be starting first for the sprint race. And alongside Irvine is Kaidal in the Prima car. Sikasmuk in third position in the PHM, formerly known as Charus. R2 Beat in fourth position. Knowlesy is in fifth. Knowlesy then could play a major part in the championship tonight. Of course, for Carling, for the rolling Carling team, I should say. Moomin Ninja in sixth position. I think he was very happy with that. Then Camaro in seventh in the Trident. Jenner in eighth position. Good performance from Jenner in the qualifying, so he starts good. He's going to start very high up in the feature. Troy in ninth position. 10th position is Toy Coin. Remember that those drivers are going to be battling for all the marbles. That Toy Coin in 10th position, then 11th is Vessier, 12th is Martin Gordo in 13th, 14th is Kaz with Farf in 15th, Reflections in 16th, 17th Mushroom and Gurman in 18th, and the Red Bull liveried MP Motorsport there. Hello, Kaz, hello, and good luck. Looking forward to this race. It'll be fun then as they all line up on the grid now, preparing themselves for the start. It's going to be a fun race. Hashtag ALR F2 is back. The best league action in ALR evening. Gordon and had a nice stir fry for BT. Custard slice afterwards. Cracking dinner. Put me in a good mood, to be honest. I gotta say, if ALR would be very much a food channel if it wasn't a Grand Prix channel. And let's go here in Brazil. It's lights out and it's go. Then we've got a Sicker Smoke already squeezed on the inside. We go to the centre S. Contact then with I think it's the Dams. I think it was the R2 Beat, who of course was also in the championship as well. Who's out there? There's Irvine's had to take a face of back. First time he's driving in the Formula 2 machine, and so he's going to really have to get used to it in quite a quick way as he go down into Lake Descent there. And who's that flown off the circuit? That's Sickers Buck there. While off the circuit, he's going to come back on now. Where is he? There he is. Said a yellow flag said it's Gordo down at the back of the field. Then look at these gaggle of cars here, and who's that? Camaro forcing teammate off the circuit. Irvine's been barged out of the way, and someone else off as well. Vessier off the circuit. It's a bit of a nightmare start to this race there as Irvine dropping all the way down to the back of the field there. As now we've got Kaidal leads. Moomin is up into second position. A good start for Moomin and for Jenner as well. Both the Virtuosi cars flying through the field. And Toy Coin is in fifth position there with Troy just in sixth position there. And going side by side. And now he is through. Troy is up into sixth position there. Toy Coin down into sixth now. That is not ideal at all, is it? Unfortunately. Here comes Toy Coin trying to come back at him now then, and here we go then as we're on board with Toy Coin. Goodness gracious me then, and coming across the line then, and Toy Coin is back up into fifth position, takes it. Where's Farf? Farf, I don't even know where he is. He's on the outside and he's gone very wide. Farf has he's gone deep then. He knows that these guys are fighting for the championship, so they may not be, they may just let Farf go here. However, then I don't think the Toy Coin or Troy are wired in that way, are they? And here comes Farf. Thank goodness me, a bit of drafting there for Farf and Troy, and then down into the Cena del Lago, I think it is, isn't it? I'm not sure, to be honest. All I know is it's late descent then. But accelerating away and going up into the horseshoe now. Kaidal a second in front of Moomin, who is 7 tenths a second in front of his teammate in the one, on board with Troy in one. Then as it stands, then this is not enough for Toy Coin, and I think that I think that at this moment then I believe that well, he's still got scored 24 points, hasn't he, in the overall tonight then, and that's of course without Troy even scoring then. So at the moment then still Troy got the advantage then at this moment in time then as we come down the dive and Magulio then before we go into Young Cal then, and it's a blast out of the hill. No toys on the Formula 2 machines. It is about pure racing then in the Mechachrome V6 engines, and as they come over the grid action there. Now Moomin is starting to really reel in, and so is Jenner as well. Jenner is flying here tonight. Jenner, like in his silver campaign, and has had a bit of a nightmare second half of the season, as the unfortunate Jenner has. but hopefully. Hopefully get some good results here tonight then. And now as we go out to turn 3 then, on board with, we've got DRS already, have we? Goodness me, as Farfare is having a sniff then. No Dice Bone and Troy defending the inside then. Here is Troy now in the Carling, in the rolling Carling car is Farfare going a bit wide there on the outside of the corner. Cut out half a second in front of movement. Jenner is 7th at the moment there. So you can see it's getting very fraught at the top there between the Prima, as goodness gracious me. As we go into, I think that's not the Ducks build, is it? Into is it the Pine Tree, isn't it? Goodness me, Brazil's always so I can't remember. Right, but we're going to be keeping an eye just as Sick as Muck Scott is in the pits. I probably should have noticed that earlier on then, as Sick as Muck is a very long time indeed. He's almost going to be lapped here. That's not ideal at all for Sick as Muck, isn't it? Before powering up the hill once again. On board Troy as Gurman is flown through an uptake position. He's now in the points, and the top 8 scores points. Camero is limping there, and Martin might get through as well here. There's Martin! Good gracious me! And Camero is up the circuit. He is completely, as Troy is at the fast lap race. You get a point for fast lap, don't you, in the sprint, of course. Now out of the center rest. And goodness gracious me, Camero and Martin now very close together now. Camero's got a 3-second penalty in the center rest, unfortunately, and I think that there's a major queue behind Reflections now in that 12th and 11th. 12th and Serious Mushrooms in 13th. Kaidao's all over the bike. Look at this queue of cars, and it's Kaidao, Moomin, Jinner, R2B, Toy Coin, Troy, and Farf, and that is the top 6 here. 7, I should say then, with 8th position is German then coming inside the points head, which is exactly what MP Motorsport needs. That Moomin though would love to take lead. That Moomin's a sprint race winner already in Formula 2 then, which is very nicely done indeed, isn't it? Accelerating away then, and now going into the into the Ducks build then, accelerate away then, and now down into Magulio, the dive, and Moomin will have DRS then on the start finish straight into the pits is Sick as Muck then. So Sick as Muck has got issues then in the PHM car, and he's in the pits again, and that is definitely going to be a lapped car, unfortunately, and it's very difficult to get back into this race then as we go over the grid actions once again. And now it's DRS then. Kaidao's going for the inside, so that means that Moomin's going on the outside. He's going to blast through on the outside into the center. Is he? Yes! Yes! And he is through up into the lead then, but Cardell's coming back at him. Cardell's off the circuit then, and now Jinner's through as well. Jinner then not happy with Cardell. Cardell is almost spun it, and here comes R2B as we go down into Lake Descent. Everyone has got a penalty there, unfortunately, only after 5 laps, and R2B is now up into 3rd position, passes the Prima car, and Toy Coin is also through as well. No, he isn't. That is exactly what Troy wants to see. However, he's going to go on the outside into the horseshoe here, and oh gosh, then don't go on the outside there, and oh, and a bit of contact. Troy up the inside. Troy is through, and Troy is past Toy Coin and up into 5th position, and that is definitely what he wants. And it's going to be tough. Oh, contact, and Toy Coin is out of the race there, and the world and the Formula 2 Championship has been won there, and then maybe. I think that the Formula 2 Championship may have been won there and then, to be honest. I think he's still got to score 24 points there, but Toy Coin out of this race. Toy Coin, I think, has got to win the race now in the feature, and that is without Troy even scoring. But I think that is all done, to be honest. I think Troy is now the mathematical champion of Formula 2. Then I may, oh goodness me, I may be wrong there, but I think that Troy is the Formula 2 champion here. Camera in the pits, and we got a couple of Cameron's got a 5-second penalty. He's going to be kicking himself on that one, but in comes into the pit lane, comes to Trident now. Toy Coin is going to be fuming with that. Then it says the 2 championship rides are very close then, and I must say that Toy Coin's incredible race in Qatar a week ago, it probably feels like a very distant memory now. Soft tires is going on to the Trident now. Camaro coming out of the pits, and of course with that beautiful red and white helmet, that is his signature Camaro's helmet. That lovely stuff indeed. Then as he comes out of the pits, and Irvine, let's see how this goes. Unfortunately, I've read that far too late then, as Irvine was first in the first on the grid then, but unfortunately he is out. He's down in 14th for this year, but he is the lead Trident at the moment. Oh, goodness me, let me carry on then. We've also got movement. Evening, Sean, hope you're well. I am very well. Nosey saying that Troy will win the championship. He scores 6 points. Good stuff. Got the exceed, and the Masters never been my foray. To be honest, so Troy needs to finish 6th in this race. Goodness gracious me, I must say that I'm okay until it comes up to where there's multiple races in the event. Then my brain just absolutely explodes. But Troy is nearly home, and Troy, he needs 3rd position, and Nixon needs 6 points now with Toy Coin out of the front sprint race here. Oh, my word. Right, where was I? P5, let's go then. That was in qualifying. I lost the whole second sector then as I took the last corner horribly. Virtuoso going to come full force tonight then. Hello, Indigo. I am very well, my good sir. I hope you are. And massive respect the hustle commentating for different leagues and divisions. Indeed, then, albeit I have no idea, but as you can tell, I have no idea what's going on, to be fair. Master's never been my foray, has it, to be fair? And we all know about my, well, any of you ALR, long-time ALR representative fans and whatever you like to call your, whatever you like to call yourselves, ALR fandom. Well, we know that I've already missed like 3 championships being crowned, because I missed Emerson's, I think, in Singapore in season 5. I think it was. I missed Glock's for championship in season 1 of silver, and I'm sure I missed another championship crowning as well. So yes, I've already got a hat trick, which is good stuff. Right then. I've got comms in a minute, so Indigo saying it, so he's going to dip in 15 minutes. And good luck to you, Indigo. Hope it's a good race. We've also got moving. I don't want that. Then I was in the zone. Then Ninja focus on the race. Indigo is saying, and Troy wins if he scores 6 points in the sprint. I think. Have you had your din-din today, Sean? Then, if so, what did you have? Safety cars in the end of something, but more importantly, what have I had for dinner? I've had a ham and cheese roll because I only came in the door about about 6:30, and I quickly had to get some stats done. So yes, I mean, it's a very quick ham and cheese roll before getting on the road then to Brazil. Right, Indigo then. You've been commentating over me since 2019, and you're my favourite comments. Thank you very much, Indigo. I'm surprised anyone can understand me, to be honest. ALR only keeps me because I'm the only fool that likes to do it. Across the line they come then. Lap 8 then, half distance now in the sprint. Troy's up in the 4th. He knows what he's got to do. There's a mission statement now for Troy in the super speed, and he wants to become the first ever Formula 2 champion in ALR. He's up in the 4th, but there's a half spinny car there. That's kind out. He has lost momentum. Garbage in 6. Can Nosey sneak across? Not quite there, but Nosey's all over the back of the Prima going down into late descent then, which I can't remember the abbreviation. I can't remember what it means. I can't remember anything. I was going to say I can't remember how to say it in Portuguese, I think it is, isn't it? Now as we come up into the horseshoe as well, as we got Troy, who is currently 1 position away from Movement's got a 3-second, but that is costly for Movement if he wants to win his 2nd sprint race of his career. On the outside goes Troy then. Can he blast past and up into 3rd position? Then that is what he needs to do. Then on the outside then of course into the Ducks build. Then we got Farfu, who doesn't care about the champion, the Formula 2 championship. He just wants to score some points in for himself. Then of course he is driving the Tayo Porcher car, which Tayo Porcher is on the verge of being crowned the Formula 2 champion in Abu Dhabi this weekend as well, which would be quite cool. Unfortunately though, Tayo Porcher has not got a seat on the grid, nor is the other two in the other championship contenders in Formula 2 either. Here's Troy, and he's going up the inside. We've lost him. He got there. It is, and on the inside, and Troy is there. I think that he is now 5 laps away from being crowned Formula 2 champion here, and Toy Coin is just going to be sat on the outside of the Doug's build. They're just looking on as the super sweet Troy is almost home and dry, and he will get potentially 2nd as well here to be crowned the Formula 2 champion now as he comes up the hill. And Gizmo Jitter is leading this race, and I don't think Jitter's ever won a Formula 2 sprint before, has it then? Lap 9 of this event, then Kaz and Martin have swapped positions there. Martin has lost 2 positions there. Irvine is through as well. Goodness gracious me, what's occurring here, gentlemen? And this camera that is getting very impatient here, I believe, on the outside. Then who's that? That's Fessier. My goodness me, up into 30th position there. Oh goodness me, there. Oh dear, I've just sprayed my phone with saliva, and now we have got Camaro back at the inside into Young Cow. And there is BDRS, and not this up, I don't think it'll be the end of this up then. It's flying past it now, almost taking my toupee off, and R2B is down into 5th position now. We've Farfo into 4th position then, flying through the field, then he's up 11 positions, then German's up 12 positions as well. Remember that of course, the qualifying results also determine the results for the feature and the sprint, of course. Troy now 0.2 of a second away then, and Troy is on the cusp of being crowned the first ever Formula 2 champion in ALR history. We did have a Formula 2 championship back in HDE, didn't we? However, I don't count that because I didn't do the standards. Right, I'm up into the horseshoe. I'm the sniff, no dice there. Kaidal is now, and who's that ghosting? Oh, that's sick as much there, trying to lap himself there. Kaidal in 7th, Knowles in 8th for this. This is also important in terms of the team's championship then. But at the moment now, with Toy Coin out of the race and Cirrus Mushroom down in 9th position there, Campos there. At this moment, this is not ideal at all, but here's Troy, and this is for the lead at the sprint then, lap 10 out of 14, as Jinner is, I wonder if Jinner's doing some teamwork here, because look who's gone flying up the road there, that is movement, so I wonder if Jinner's becoming a mobile chicane here to help his teammate then potentially, get the win here, or at least some good points then. But here comes Troy then. DRS is now wide open, the rear wing is now wide open, and he's going to have a look there, down into the centre. I said, look, he's going this way and that way, but Jenner, the bronze champion, will not be deterred. It's bronze against gold here. Troy, the world champion for season 8 over gold then. Jenner, the world champion for season 5 of silver, and they're going head to head in these Formula 2 machines in the Lara built chassis here of Formula 2. And Jenner is he's gone wide though into late descent, and he is through, and that's far through as well, flying past me, far from the front position. Has he got a chance of getting this sprint win here? Troy leads the way. Troy leads the way then, and now as we are on the 3 laps away from the end then, and Moomin has got a 2-second advantage at the moment. That would drop him down to, well, it's so close behind him there, isn't it? Troy is now going to spread his, is now going to see if he can spread his wings here and really go for broke then. Troy then flying at the moment. Of course, a great manoeuvre there. Jinner dropping down into 4th position, unfortunately, but he should be able to get back on the podium from there. Now as we go, Farf's got a 3-second penalty. He's going to be kicking himself for that one, Farf is, and Troy then, the pressure potentially could be off of the super sweet now then, on board now once again then for Troy then. Of course, Troy's got a lot of accolades, and hasn't he, in his oh my word. And here's German now up into 5th position. Then we got another former gold champion in the form of German, the season 6 world champion there on the inside of R2B. Then R2B, I think he was classified 3rd in the championship in the 100% last year, wasn't he? I can't remember, to be honest. I'll have to get out the old scrapbook later on. Now they're homing down then. There's Moomin just in front of us here. Moomin has a 3-second penalty, and so does Farf as well. Jinner doesn't. This will be a good result then for Jinner then, very much back into form. What we know Jinner can do now. He's had a bit of a difficult season and started off so well in the Haas team in silver. He has dropped off a bit, Jinner has then, but we do know that Jinner has got some pace, hasn't he there, but he hasn't shown it this season. Oh, excuse me, good sir. We've just got Troy then, who's now coming into just coming out of the duck spill, then dropping down into Magulio now then. Of course, after this event then. So if at the moment though, so what is going on here then? Toy Coin out of this race then, after it got very dicey then going up into the duck's build and and unfortunately that Toy Coin out of the race there, and a bitter blow for Toy Coin, who done an incredible job last week in Qatar, but now Troy is going to try and finish the job here in the sprint so he can have a lovely feature race into the Center S now. Of course, I'm going to be doing mass live on the stream, which is my ultimate nightmare. To be honest, I hate doing mass on the stream because I'm thick. I'm thick in the bad kind and the bad kind. Try having a look then. Of course, I'm thick around my waist. I'm also thick in the old headline as well. Moomin has got a 2 laps in to see what he can do then, but I do feel that that 3-second penalty has unfortunately hang-strung him in this sprint race there, but he was aiming for his second sprint race win of his career. Serious Mushroom is very close to the back of Knowlesy. Knowlesy is extremely close to the battle, to the back of Kai Dow here. Out of the pine tree now then for Troy, and all over the back of Moomin. He does not need to pass the Virtuosi car, but I think that Troy would love to win the Formula 2 Championship on circuit, and he is going to be very close to the back there as Farfair wandering off the circuit as using the old time trial line from back in F1 2011, if anyone remembers that glitch. Right, I mean, I don't remember that. Good gosh, out of young Cal, then over the line he comes out, and here comes Troy alongside Moomin, and he takes the lead of the Brazilian sprint race, or the Sao Paulo sprint race, I should say, is his official title. And now he will have to start to get his defense on the go now. Then let's see what he can do. Moomin, I think, is too far back here, isn't there? Here is Troy then coming down into Lake Descent then, and Troy is on course then to get 8 points then, which will take him to the championship for Formula 2. Surely now, if my maths is right, which to be fair, it's it could be anything to be fair, and it would take him to 8 points, and I think it's 71 points now. The gap will be at the end of this one between Toy Coin and Troy. But that is I think that margin is just far too much now, isn't it? Unfortunately for Toy Coin, and yes, indeed, then it is. And so now then, Troy coming down the hill, down to Magudio, the dive fan, before coming into Young Cow. And Troy is going to wrap up the title then here in the sprint race, accelerates away, going over the brow of the hill. He'll be on 317 points and to 246 for Toy Coin. The gap is 71 points. That is too much for Toy Coin to overthrow. And Troy is the Formula 2 champion here in Sao Paulo, and that is an additional accolade, which is very much going to be almost as long as my menu that I order when I'm eating out. But Troy wins the sprint race, wins the Formula 2 championship. He is the gold champion, he is the silver champion, and now he's the Formula 2 champion. Goodness gracious me. One of the all-time greats in ALR, isn't he, Troy? Is there? Of course, he is second in the all-time records for majority of the stats, and now he's got Formula 2 added to his accolade as well. Troy, the champion of Formula 2. I hope so, anyway. Otherwise, after all that speech and he's thought, that would really be embarrassing, wouldn't it? But very good stuff indeed. Then Carling and Campos then is 31 points about between them two in the team's championship. If they get a 1-2, Campos might be able to. It's going to be very difficult indeed then. Really good stuff then. Nosey, Troy is the champion. Very congratulations, Gordo saying, and GG Cat saying to Troy as well. Sugar 4-4, I could have held on for third there. Let's take a final look at the classification then. He gets 11 points actually, not 10. So yes, good stuff indeed there for Troy. Congratulations there. Fantastic, 74 points the gap is actually. Troy won that sprint race there. Brilliant stuff indeed with Jinner in second. Good drive from Jinner. Third is German Moomin in fourth. R2B in fifth with Far sixth. Kaidal seventh. Knowlesy completing the top 8 there in Carling now. And that is good. That's good news for Carling there. Sirius Bushman in ninth. Freeman 10th. Irvine 11th. Martin 12th. Camero 13th. Gordo 14th. Vessier 15th. 16th is Reflection. 6th Muck 17th. Toy Coin, the only retirement. And a major retirement in this one as well, but it is Troy, the champion of Formula 2. And I think he's going to just enjoy himself now for the feature.
BoxBox Hub is an absolute essential for any Formula One fan, and the entire app with new widgets, statistics, localized race schedules, and countdowns, you name it. They even have support for Apple's new live activities feature with real-time updates during a race right on the lock screen, and honestly, some of the best looking widgets I've seen.
Wow. Of course, BoxBox powering me tonight, powering ALR as well, powering Troy to the Formula 2 Championship. Well done indeed to Troy. He is our first champion of the season, Troy is. Congratulations there indeed. And as I mentioned, that it means that he has now become a free champion in 3 different categories of ALR, twice in the Formula 1 category, once in gold, once in silver, and now he's a champion in the Formula 2 discipline as well. Really well done to Troy. Absolutely hats off, Ben. As I said, then he is a legend in ALR. And of course, even before the season as well, because Troy was certainly been racking up the old accolades as well. Of course, with stats, and I think he is second in the all-time stat book in terms of starts. I'm not sure in terms of wins potentially as well, all-time wins. So yes, Troy absolutely overjoyed with that result then as well. Of course, maybe a bit of controversy about the battle between Toycoin, Troy, and Farfar, wasn't there? As it got a bit heated in the middle part of that race then, and unfortunately Toycoin was in the wall out of the race then. It was a very difficult hill to climb there for Toycoin, wasn't it? But Toycoin had nothing to be ashamed of because he's been fantastic in Formula 2, and it's great to see him now in Formula 1 as well, in gold, and he has really started to show his discipline as well in Formula 1. Looking forward to see what Toycoin to do in a full season next season in gold there. Toycoin then, of course, on pole position, and alongside him is the new Formula 2 champion, Troy. Jinner in 3rd position. 4th is Camera, with Moomin in 5th, with Nolsey in 6th, we've got RTB in 7th, and Sickersmuck in 8th position. Kaidal is 9th, Irvine in 10th. The top 10 scores points in this one. Vessier 11th, 12th is Martin, with Gordo in 13th, Kaz in 14th, Farf is 15th, Reflection 16th, Mushroom 17th, German is 18th, 18 cars had soft tires had for the pole set of Toycoin for Camaro, Sickersmuck, and we've got a batch of them, Gordo, Kaz, and Farf. Everyone else on the medium compound tires. Usually it's the alternative strategy, going from the medium to going from the harder tire to the softer tire, which seems to have been really paid the trick this season, hasn't it? But let's see how this one transfers. Look at Toycoin now. He is already pointing towards Troy's side of the grid here. Look at this, an unusual grid as well. Then half the grid is pointed up, half the grid is pointed down. Then here we go. Then the championship has been wrapped up, but the team's championship is still very much up for grabs. And then there's also wins still available in Formula 2. We've got a ghost there. I'm not sure if that's Camera, but now we're lights out and it's go. Toycoin cuts across the champion now as he goes down into turn 1. It's 20 laps here, and Toycoin there on the soft tire there as we go down to turn 1. Now it's getting very squeezy there as someone ricocheted off. I'm not sure who went to turn 1 there, but somehow they've all got away cleanly here. Irvine dropping down 2 positions there. We just heard a comment about him struggling. Knowles then has got a lot to fight for tonight, and as he is involved in the team's championship as well. As Knowles is already flown up to 5th position now. He is flying through, Knowles is, and he's on the harder tire. He's on the medium compound tire, and that is not what Camera Racer wanted, because he wants to use these soft tires to really go for broke in the opening stages. Vessier off the circuit. Oh, whoa! There's another driver on the circuit. Oh, Vessier, goodness me, how did he end up over there? Well, he's damaged the end plate for Vessier, and that is not ideal at all. German up the inside of Martin here. There's a car on the outside of and goodness me, Gordo almost getting thrown off the circuit there. German trying to go back up the inside, then back on board with German, and he's having to sniff into the ducks build. Then accelerates away. He's going to be alongside, going down into the dive there. Gordo then still behind at the moment. Gordo is going to be using the soft tires then to his advantage. advantage, but Gordo thinks better on and is into Young Cal. DRS will not be available until the end of the second lap. That one completed. Then Toy Coin leads Troy in second position, Jenner third, moving up into fourth position, Nosey up into fifth, and with Camaro in sixth position there. R2B is seventh, with Sickers Muck eighth, ninth is Kai down, Farf up five positions. Nope, make that sixth position. That's Farf is up into the point. Well up into the points. And Nosey is goodness me, where's someone's gone right off the circuit. That's Camaro off the circuit. Completely misjudged the center S there. I'm dropping down the order. Martin and Gurman now. Goodness me, two Red Bull sponsored drivers there, albeit only in Formula 2 terms, not in the, oh gosh, there's three abreast going down into Lake Descent here on the outside, then Martin on the inside. Martin having a bit of a squirrel there, and that now means that his Sickers Work at R2B also going head to head as well. Gordo now on the outside. He will have the outside now into the horseshoe. He is now up into 12th position. Good stuff indeed. My headset is falling off again. Sickers Muck, Camaro, and who's that off the circuit? Goodness me, that's R2B then, who's doing a bit of cross country there. Yellow flag out, out as well. It's absolute chaos then in the infield section of Interlagos here. Wow, as the Prima have cried out all over the back of Sickers Muck. My goodness gracious me, then down 7 positions Vessier. Vessier stayed out then with major damage then to the high-tech car. Unfortunately for Vessier, that's not ideal at all. So let's see how he can bounce back then, but he's going to have to drive with a lot of understeer now. And that is just going to hurt his tyres, I think then. But we'll see how this one transpires. It's not all over yet. Toy Coin is at the fastest lap of the race here. My goodness me. He got Kite out. He's going to defend the outside here, because Gurman's going to be on the inside here, up the inside. Has he got track position? He does not, you know. My word there. Kite doing a good job there to keep... my word, that's great racing, isn't it? And with that is incredible racing indeed. And now look at this, and all of them got DRS here. And look at that, then it's Kite is nudging Gordo out the way as he goes down into Lake Descent again. And my goodness gracious me, then Kite unfortunately lost momentum, which has now meant his movements out past Jenner. And my goodness me, then right on top of me mush as Kite down into 11th position now. And we've got the two Prima cars, the two Virtuosi cars swapping positions there. Oh, contact with the rear of Camera. Both three of these drivers on the soft shod tyres, which is as Martin and Irvine are swapping positions as well. Camaro, Sickers Muck, and Farf on the soft tyres. Toy Coin on the softs as well. Gordo on the softs, and Kaz at the back of the field, also on the soft compound tyres at this stage. The moto, the soft tyres is really helping Toy Coin. Toy Coin now will have a major undercut then, so Troy is going to have to come after Toy Coin and hunt him down, I think, then towards the end of the race. But the top two are already in a league of their own there. There's 2.5 seconds separates the rest of the field. Here's Farfo showing that he loves the Formula 2 machines. I think he's quick in these in this category. Not quite though. He's not quick enough for going down into the center S. However, Knowles has gone slightly wide there. Of course, there's two admins of ALR. Goodness gracious me, keep it clean, fellas. There's Farf on the outside then. If I was Knowlesy, I'll be nudging Farf into the wall there, but of course that is very much frowned upon. Farf on the oh, lovely shot here from the nose, from the diffuser. Farf right on the nose tip of Knowlesy's car. Farf up into 5th position there. Good stuff indeed. Well, I think I've got to say that there's a lot of close racing. Oh, goodness me, there's a lot of close racing here as well. There's been a lot of close racing so far, but it's all clean and precise. My ears really hurting here. Right? Ow. Yeah, I got. Whoa, and Irvine there's trying to sneak up the inside to the horseshoe. Not quite though for Irvine. Irvine, unfortunately, has been caught red-handed as well with the that corner cut. Then shame on you, Irvine. Going up through the pine tree as well. These Formula 2 cars are very difficult to control, I must say. I think I did a Formula 2 career with only. I think I did. Sprints. I'm not a fan of sprints. Formula 2. And of course, this is the last of our sprint race. It's an Irvine right into the back of Martin. I think the Irvine was kind of out of control, to be honest, though, wasn't he? He went very wide into the dive. But he's now going to have DRS and coming up the hill. We've got also Gurman is also challenging. No, it's Sickers Muck challenging. Up the inside, then passes Camera Racer and through. Irvine's also through and passes Martin as well. Now what can Gurman do? Can he go up and under? Gurman there is behind the two drivers on the soft tyres. And Farf is past. Farf is flying. He's up into 4th now. Farf has gone past Jinner as well. Great stuff indeed then. German's having a sniff on the inside. He's got through, you know. That's a great manoeuvre there from German. Day very much going late on there, but that was a great manoeuvre. Cameron's had a good exit then, but not quite though. Is German now up to Sebridge then. I think he has just got the momentum German has there, and now he is on his way in the MP Motorsport car. Good stuff indeed. Junior's got a 3-second penalty. He had no penalties in the sprint race. Unfortunately, in this feature race, we're only a quarter of the way through this one, and unfortunately, he's got a penalty already for his troubles there. That could be costly there, but this is as I said, we're only a quarter of the way through this one, so Junior's got time to really. Oh, it's our back end of the MP Motorsport stepping out there of German. So now Jenner, there's too many G's in my life. Top G. Jenner, who's now got a 3-second penalty. However, he does have 3/4 of this race left then to really get a gap there, doesn't he? Moving, what a race, that damn penalty. As everyone said, how do you control these things? Good luck for the race, everyone, and go Troy, fully deserved. But of course, Troy, the first ever Formula 2 champion of ALR. Fantastic stuff indeed, a fantastic achievement there for Troy. As of course, as Troy there is going to be very disappointed about how his silver championship has gone this season. On board with Cirrus Mushroom there with his Haas-inspired crash helmet there from Las Vegas. Hopefully he wears it for Las Vegas as well, Troy. Cirrus Mushroom does. Down in 30th at the moment, Mushroom is, but of course he is racing with an injured finger. I think he's dislocated his finger, hasn't he? But I think last night was, is that we've got Kaido trying to go on the outside of Gordo here. Of course, that injured finger didn't hurt him too much in the United States Grand Prix last night for bronze. However, Brazil, I think, is a bit more technical in the infield here, then, so that might be hindering Cirrus Mushroom's progress here tonight, there, which is not ideal for Campos. Campos is on current 25 points there, but now we've got Carling on 18 points and Knowlesy on 8 points there, 26 points there so far for the Carling team, which keeps them in the team's championship, of course. That is the only championship left in Formula 2 up for grabs. What's wrong with my headset tonight? Goodness me. Maybe my head is head stroke, which is always a possibility. Having said that, it hasn't rained, has it, today? RTP down to Revolution trying to recover after that half spin earlier on this race. And look at these, we've got a lot of slipstreaming going on down into the center. At the moment, no, it is status quo in this race. No retirement so far. Vessier just about doing a good job, actually. Vessier is yes, he's down in 18th finish, but he's carrying a lot of damage on the high-tech car tonight after going off in a major way earlier on in this race. And by the way, of course, if you haven't liked the stream, give it a thumbs up because I think that's really good, isn't it? I don't know. I presume it is. There you go. Maybe I need to Google these things potentially. On board once again then with Sigur's Mutt then. So if you just joined us as well, hello. Troy has won the Formula 2 Championship. They did a very good job in the sprint race to win it. Of course, Cameron's got a 3-second penalty, unfortunately. We was just watching, no, it wasn't, we was watching Sigur's Mutt, not Camero. Unfortunately, Toy Coin out of the sprint race when he clashed here with Troy and Farfed. Of course, it might have been a racing incident there, but we'll soon find out after this race. Gordo with a very goldy brown helmet there. It was, of course, I think he's fast approaching his 80th Grand Prix start in silver. I did the silver stats earlier on today. He is quite high up on the silver stats there. I think Viton is 8 away from the magical 100 starts in silver, which is fantastic indeed, isn't it? I think Viton, that'll be the most starts in silver's history, if I'm not very much mistaken. Gordo back up and take finish. We had a penalty there for someone. Camero into the pits now for the Trident car. And he's going to go onto the medium tyres, and Besser cannot go into the pits yet unless he can get those tyres well over half distance. We are not at half distance yet, then it's now you can see the Formula 2 pit stops and very much slower than the Formula 1 pit stops. It looks pedestrian, however, it's anything but pedestrian, of course. As Knowlesey's having a sniff. Nothing more than that then on the inside of Jenner. Of course, there's only one mechanic per tyre then, which means that is why the Formula 2, is Jenner getting a bit shaky on the reel there, and Knowlesey there just giving him a bit of a hurry up there. Knowlesey is there. Of course, Knowlesey has got an important role today, as has Troy as well, to keep Carling very much in the Teams Championship, which is after that almost perfect score in Qatar, that really elevated, and I don't think the Carling scored at all last week, that really elevated the Campos team into a very good position. They're now 31 odd points in front at the moment there, give or take a point or two, or maybe 10. Toy Coin into the pits, and the race leader who's now into the pits for the Campos car. We'll keep an eye, and also we have got Favre in the pits as well. It's all the soft runners now coming into the pits just before half distance now, and this is where they're going to really start to this is where it's going to start to get lively here. Then strategical calls is going to be important. It's going to win or lose in this race then. Now Troy then is going to try and make hay, whilst Toy Coin 5-second penalty for speeding the pit lane for Kaz. Unfortunately that's disappointing there. Gordo all over the back of Kaidao. You'll have DRS going down to Lake Descent there. Lovely shot from the diffuser, but we want to see this action here then. We want to look forward then to Gordo on the outside. Yes. No. Kaidao is giving him just about a car's width there. Great hard racing. I love it. Fantastic. Gordo trying to go back on the no, not quite then, into the horseshoe. He has gone wide, and I think that's going to entice R2 Beat. It is going to entice R2 Beat. Serious Mushroom's now 210 for this then. He is right on the tail. No, he isn't. He's alongside R2B. Goodness me, the ultimate opportunist, Serious Mushroom in the Campos. And he is now in the points. And yes, of course, it's the top 10 that scores points. This race is flying by. I mean, we aren't being on air for an hour yet. Goodness gracious me. We're coming to half distance then. Where has the race leader come out? He's 2 seconds behind Vessier. Far for 7 seconds behind it. They are now going to go for the undercut here. They have to get these tires up to temperature. There's no tire blankets in Formula 2. So they're going to have a lap or two just to get themselves up and running, especially if they're on the harder compounded tyre, which means that the soft tyre, when the medium runners come in like Troy, Moomin, Jinner and Coven, they will have an easier time of firing up the tyres at 5 second stop and go penalty, 5 second penalty I should say, for Gordo, as R2 Beat and Serious Mushroom are still fighting wheel to wheel. Then Gordo said he's only 3 miles an hour over the pit lane speed limiter there. Well, I think that's what he means then by 1 mile an hour. Is we've got R2 Beat then. He's going to have another look then. Not quite then, as Serious Mushroom has the position then. Up into 8 pound for Serious Mushroom. I think he'll be delighted with that then, but of course, hey, he still has to make a stop then. Where is Toy Coin? Toy Coin has still not got to the back of Vessier yet. But he is now going to start to really light up the timing screens, I would hazard a guess now. Joy leads the way by 7 seconds from Moomin. Then Jinner. Knowlesy is still behind Jinner in third and fourth position. I think Knowlesy would like to have got past there. German now from 5th position. Then they got a 3-second buffer between themselves and Sticker's Mouth, the only driver on the soft tyre who has not pitted yet. The other soft runner is Kaz, down in 18th position. But he does have penalties. 5 drivers have penalties so far. Mixture of 3-second penalties. And up the inside. Toy Coin takes Vessier and moves himself and up to 13th position. Then 4 seconds the gap is between himself and Martin. So this is where Toy Coin is going to have to really get his skates on now. As into the pits comes Nosy. Nosy, very early pit stopper as well in this one. This is by the way, of course, for anyone who's been a casual viewer of ALR this season, we have not gone to the Sao Paulo Grand Prix just yet. We will be going there in a few weeks' time. We're going to Mexico. Then we're going to Sao Paulo for the sprint and the Grand Prix itself. Of course, anyone who likes Brazil, then keep an eye out for that one. Whilst Formula 2 will be finishing off their season next week in Abu Dhabi, whilst the ALR F1 drivers will be in Mexico then. So a bit of a busy schedule there, but of course Formula 2 then will be finishing a couple of weeks earlier. So of course we had a couple of bonus rounds, didn't we? Of course, which was voted by the drivers, which was this one, Qatar, and one other, and I can't remember. I think it was Japan, wasn't it? It was Japan, wasn't it? So we had the official calendar from Formula 1, from Formula 2, I should say, from this season, and then we had 3 bonus rounds which the drivers voted for, and this is the final of the bonus rounds. And before we finish off in Abu Dhabi, Vessier coming out of the pits now. Nosy in the pits early, then he is now on soft tyres, and it was certainly going great guns here. Then Fernando, name a car for an edit then. Name a car for an edit. Oh goodness me, Simtech. I love Simtech. Into the pits comes a movement then. I do like their I did like their NTV. Oh gosh, there's a bit of a bump on the old rear of Gurman. I did like Simtek's MTV, as Toy Toys at the pass operates. Goodness gracious me, there's action galore. I did like Simtek's MTV livery, which is absolutely spectacular, wasn't it? Really good indeed. Unfortunately, Simtek's racing career was kind of marred by tragedy, wasn't it? Unfortunately. Roland Ratzenberger losing his life in qualifying for the 1994 San Marino Grand Prix. But Simtek was a good little team, wasn't it? Because that was back in the that was back in the early 90s there, where we seem to have a lot of teams here and there, like the 44s, like the Pacifics. Of course, we had the great underdogs and Minardi then, which I do wish. I think that instead of racing bulls for the AlphaTauri, for the new AlphaTauri name next season, as cars up into 15th position, they should go back to Minardi, I reckon. Or maybe even Toro Rosso would be quite cool as well. Got a bit of contact down into Lake Descent now. Sikas Merku is now out behind Kaidao. Kaidau's got no penalties, and Kaidau's got track position as well. Gurman is through, passes Jinner, and up into second position as Troy, the champion of Formula 2, into the pit lane now. And there is the Carling team rolling to work. Then Carling have got a lot of work to do to keep the team's championship, to get the team's championship, I'd say. Then it's going to be tough stuff indeed. Then 5-second penalty for RTP speed in the pit lane. He's going to be kicking himself with that one, unfortunately. Where is Troy? Troy is still in the pits, and so with 7 laps to go, how big is the gap then? Martin is stayed out then, and if Martin gets past Troy, then this is going to help, and he is past Troy because it's a lot tighter in the pit lane now. But look at this, it's going to be very tight indeed then. Troy, there's Troy then, the champion, and he is now behind Martin. There is Troy, but then I think Troy then on fresher shot at soft tires as movement there is got in front of Nosey. Nosey just about giving a car's whip for very brave stuff from Nosey on the outside there. What a manoeuvre, but Newman has got back on the inside there. Oh, that would have been fantastic. Troy's already passed Martin into the horseshoe. We was just watching Moomin and Knowlesy. Fantastic racing there. As I think there's a bit of damage on the nose cone of Knowlesy then, but that shouldn't hinder his aerodynamic performance here. Knowlesy now, and look at this, and he's all over the back now with Moomin. Knowlesy knows he's got to start to roll here, doesn't he? With the team's championship on the line. Goodness me, who's that ring me? Go away. Right, oh gosh, the only rings, damn, oh dear. Right then, anyway, I think it's from work actually, oh dear. Right, anyway, Knowlesy then out a young cow here, powering up the hill. Toy Coin then, we're on board now with Toy Coin 4.5 seconds in front there of Troy. Then into the pits now comes Martin, and and of course Martin then is going to be on the freshest soft tyres. Knowlesy up the inside into the centre, has he? Yes, he has done it. Passes Moomin. Moomin's having a look there on the inside. And just about, what a great battle between these two in the last lap or two. Absolutely enjoyed that one there. Moomin not giving an inch there. No quarter ass, no quarter given there. Fantastic racing from both cars. There's no doubt on the nose at all. It's just a shade. As you can see, brilliant battle down into Lake Descent, and that means that Carling are scoring major here. Cirrus Mushroom has got a point then with Toy Coin also on 25 as well. Jenner is through, passes Camaro, and up into 7th position. And Camaro down to 8th, where he is on the medium tires then, and I think he's going to be looking over his shoulder now, isn't he? R2P looking very quick in this race, but has been involved in some shenanigans, hasn't he, unfortunately, on this stage there, but he's on board with the Arthur Leclerc car in the dams. And Serious Rushbush is in front of us now. Then I feel very sick all of a sudden. Goodness me, I'm gonna have to might have to get all the night nurse stuff out. Is that what suggestion was? No, that's California. No, that's a cough, isn't it? Troy is at the fast of the race then on this run. Then he's now 3.5 seconds away. Then with just 5 laps to go. Then lovely over the shoulder shot with Moomin. Moomin is not finished with Knowlesy just yet, as he is going to have a look down into turn 1 there. Knowlesy is not defending his position at all there, because I think the Knowlesy very measured should they go down to turn 1. And in the background there's a very fast German who is flying in the MP Motorsport. I think that both these two might be a bit nervous by German's pace there. We'll see how it goes out in the MP Motorsport. Junior in 7th, 8th position is Camaro, with 9th Kaidal, 10th Cirrus Mushroom. R2B then is still behind Mushroom at the moment there in 11th position. 12th is Irvine on his debut for Formula 2, doing a good job actually. Irvine is as very sensible driving for the Trident, and potentially might be on cusp for some points there. Reflections in 14th, Gordo in 14th, 15th is Martin with Besser in 16th. But Besser has been driving with one hand tied behind his back, not literally, but in terms of he's had wing damage there very early on then in this race. A yellow flag then for Gordo off the circuit there. Oh goodness me, that he's recovering now then, as that's I think that was Vesher getting past there. Gordo down in 16th and Sigismund 17th and Cars in 18th position there. It's a nightmare for the PHM tonight after good results. Last time out in Qatar, I think the Sigismund was high up the order. Troy's got the gap down. He's got the gap down to 2.2 seconds there. Farf in a supreme third position. Knowlesy in 4th there. Gap is 6 seconds. I think the Farf is going to be overjoyed at this podium. Great drive today. Everyone's got a 3-second penalty. Here comes Moomin down the inside. Passes Knowlesy up into 4th position there. Moomin again, another driver that loving these category like Farf is. He's gone up and under Knowlesy. Moomin's got a 3-second penalty. That's going to be music or music to Knowlesy's eyes and ears then. Up into 4th position. So if Moomin does get past, they're very evenly matched. Moomin and Nosey is in this race here. But Moomin now with a 3-second penalty, that is going to be costly, unfortunately. And who is that recovering? And Gordo's had a second spin here. Oh goodness gracious me! Then recovering now, and we've got Toy Coin in second. Third is Toy Coin leads and Troy in second. Far from third. Knowlesy and Moomin are having an incredible battle here, and R2B and Cirrus Mushroom have also started to really lock horns as well. My goodness, we got a couple of battles then as the final countdown is on here in Brazil. Then we are into the last quarter of this enthralling feature race in Formula 2, and of course our final venue is in Abu Dhabi in a week's time then, where the team's championship as it stands will still be up for grabs, of course. Then Troy is now fast on the race, and he's also now within DRS range with 3 laps to go. I don't think Toy Coin has got anything in his arsenal to repel the attack of Troy. Here he is heading car free. Troy has been the measuring stick in Formula 2, but Toy Coin has certainly made waves there, but now he's going for German centre fast on the race and down into late descent. Not quite then. Moving now all over the back of Knowlesy and back on board now with Knowlesy. He's got 3 cars hungry to get past him. Kind out something to it, finish there. Moving is going for it. He's going for it. He's having a look then. He's going for it. Then ends up. He's through. He is through. He's got deep then. Knowlesy. And Knowlesy, they've run out wide, and here comes German. German on the inside. Is it 2 for the price of 1 then? He goes to Asta. He is on the outside, and he's going to go on the outside to the horseshoe. Not quite. And his Knowlesy going to go back up and under that. He has a chance here because German is stuck. And oh, great racing from all 3. German now trying to get past there. Not quite though. Troy, who is now taking the lead, unbeknownst to me. Shocking behaviour indeed from Mr. Director. Troy leads the Brazilian feature race here, and absolute, there it is, and shocking stuff indeed. Oh dear, oh dear. I think I'm about to get fired. We have got Moomin, and to be fair though, this was an incredible battle between German and Moomin, so I am going to, so that is my excuse anyway, but my P45 might be coming through the door. Right, we're just watching Moomin, who is going to defend the inside, so German's going to the outside, switcheroo on the outside into the centre S. He's through! Yes! And he dances through, passes Moomin. Can Knowlesy strike whilst the iron's hot then? With Moomin there been slightly put off his game then after the overtake of German. He's moving himself over to 4th position there. And now we're going down into late descent again, then moving on the outside. Far for German there. He's just going to run him out wide then, very calmly indeed. 3 laps to go. Toy Coin is the second back as well. Then moving there. Goodness gracious me, do want Knowlesy to go on the outside there and then chops him off then before Knowlesy gets a better run up into the horseshoe now. My goodness gracious me, then the top 10, it looks like this, Edward. No, wait, before we do that, R2B up the inside. And yes, as he Has he? No, not quite. Oh, it's cut out had a squirrel of oversteer there, and unfortunately that dropped him down into 10th position. R2B up into 9th, and Serious Mushroom to 8th there. And he might, if he can stay within 5 seconds of R2B, if R2B gets by him, ain't gonna matter too much then for Mushroom, because he has got no penalties once again. Mushroom, just like last time, and it's really what has been his MO this season there for Serious Mushroom there, keeping it clean and precise and on the island there, and it is certainly done him wonders, hasn't it, Serious Mushroom there. And on course for not a good point scoring finish tonight then. Well, I'd say not a good point scoring finish. I think he'd be happy with that point scoring finish, to be honest. Serious Mushroom there with the injuries carrying there, can put, and I think that hopefully he'll be back to full health, because Serious Mushroom and Serious Mushroom and Toy Coin has going to have an almighty scrap with Troy and Knowlesy for the team's championship, which will be decided in the final showdown in Abu Dhabi in a week's time then. So that is going to be very crucial indeed. That I'm sure that the drivers, rather the drivers' championship, which has actually been won by Troy now, but surely the second best is the team's championship, isn't it? Yes, so we've got 4 drivers and certainly going through for that then. Serious Mushroom then dropping down to 9th, but Lee will only be dropping down to 9th for only for not too long then. Serious Mushroom in 9th there. He needs to keep Kydal back then, because Kydal's got no penalties whatsoever. The gap is up to 3 seconds in the front there for Troy then, as Troy then will be is going to be on his victory parade lap now, isn't it? But he cannot take it too steady, cannot take it too easy, I should say. Then of course the Toy Coin very much keeping up the pressure there. Farf in his supreme third position as well. Good drive from Farf. Probably my driver of the day potentially, maybe German as well. But I think that but we'll wait and see on that one. Then both tried into 11th and 12th position. Irvine needs a shout out as well. He's done a great job out there. There's Gordo then. Hats off for Gordo for keeping going, doing a mega job indeed. Then Cat's got a 3-second penalty whilst we watch Troy now then on the final lap then of his Formula 2 Sao Paulo race then for Troy. And here he is, the man who has won 7 sprint races this season, 5 feature races. This will be a 6th feature race win of the season as well. 3 pole positions there, 3 fast laps in the sprint, 5 fast laps in the feature race. Never had a driver of the day, shocking. Only had 1 DNF in the sprint race earlier on this season. He has finished every other race there. He has had 10 podiums in the sprint and now 10 podiums in the feature as well. Troy out of Juncal, blasts up the hill. He has already been crowned the Formula 2 champion. This is just a cherry on the top there for Troy. The Super Swede wins the Brazilian feature race there, and to cap off what has been a superlative event here tonight, Troy is the Formula 2 champion. We knew that from the sprint race, but he now wins his 6th feature race of the season. Troy does, and what a performance indeed. And Troy's last bit of business in Formula 2 as Knowlesy finishes 5th, just in front of Moomin. And so that is important for the team's championship, because the last bit of business for Formula 2 then is the team's championship with Carling against Campos then, and the final showdown under the lights in Abu Dhabi in just under a week's time then. I cannot wait for that. It's going to be something sublime then, isn't it? But there he is then. Troy, the first champion of ALR this season there, as we've been waiting for a champion for all this week there, and Troy has delivered it, hasn't he, in the scene of the Brazilian Grand Prix, where we have seen Fernando Alonso being crowned champion, we've seen Lewis Hamilton being crowned champion, we have seen Kimi Räikkönen being crowned champion as well. Jenson Button also being crowned champion in 2009. Sebastian Vettel in 2012. And the list goes on. But today's day is Troy's day, as he punches the air. Troy does. And he is the first ever ALR Formula 2 champion. And 2 wins tonight as well. And it's only 8:30, which means that I can go to bed fairly early tonight, which is fantastic stuff indeed. As, yes, I've got a hard day tomorrow. Absolutely magnificent stuff indeed. That, and there are the Carling team now clapping there for Troy, and I think that he deserves more than a clap, probably a round of applause. Magnificent stuff indeed. That, let's take a final look at the classification from Brazil. Then the Sao Paulo feature race here tonight. Troy, his sixth win in the feature this season now, and he is the new Formula 2 champion. Second position, Toy Coin now. Toy Coin has been a great adversary for Troy, hasn't he, this season? It was a bit too little, too late for Troy in the end, then, but certainly made it very much enjoyable. Farfar in third, great drive from Farfar. Fourth is Gurman, great drive for Gurman. Knowles here in fifth position, he's going to be crucial next week. Moving in sixth with Jenner seventh. Serious rush from the second part of the puzzle for Campos in eighth. He's going to be crucial. Ninth is Kaidal. 10th position, RTB Reflection, just outside the points of 11th position. Irvine on his debut, good stuff. 13th is Camaro. 14th is Martin. Second, 15th. Vester, 16th. Car 17th. And hats off to Gordo, who finishes the race in 18th position there. As goodness me, I almost reported serious motion there. Shocking. All right, then let's have a talk. Let's have a chat with Troy, who is your Formula 2 champion now. And Troy, I was listening off your stats and at the end of that race there. So you've been pretty sublime then. But you're the first champion of ALR this season. You win Formula 2. You've been pretty much head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Then, what are you feeling right now?
Yeah, man, it feels good. Uh, to be honest, it's more of a consolation prize, if I'm gonna be honest. So I'm hoping no one put like their no one puts his like heart and soul into the F2 division, because then I'm truly sorry. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. I really enjoy racing the F2 cars. I enjoy starting like in the middle of the pack, and yeah, it's another different championship added to the collection, I guess. So I'm going for all of them by the looks of it. See me in bronze soon, I guess.
That is the only one you're missing. Yeah, because you've won silver, you've won gold, and you've won Formula Two. No disrespect to Formula Two, I don't think as you mentioned, you're not going to be at that. You're going to not have the highs of the highs, and like from gold last season, and potentially silver as well. But you seem to take to this like a duck to water. I think any form of motorsport, you do a really good job there. But you certainly do like the challenge of the Formula Two machines, don't you? By the sounds of it.
Yeah, man. I think the cars are very fun to drive, and I think it's like with such a mixed grid as well. Like you're having drivers from all like across all divisions. I think this is a very like good type of car, because it like it still might manages to bunch up the grid a lot together on track anyways, even though people are from different divisions due to yeah, the car handling and everything. So I think that's good, and yeah, I don't know, I just like the a bit like slower pace type of things. I don't know why, but I enjoy it for sure.
And what was your favourite moment of this Formula 2 season then? I got quite a lot of them, to be honest. I must admit, I really enjoyed the wet races because there's no intermediate tyres, which certainly throws up a curveball. But what's been your personal favourite moment of Formula 2 this season?
Man, I don't know, to be honest. There's been a couple, so I can't really actually remember on the top of my head. But honestly, to be fair, I really enjoyed my overtake on Toin Coin. And fair play to him as well. He left me plenty of space, and he's been respectful like all season on track. I've never had like a single issue with him, more or less. So it's been a good fight, and that's probably one of the moments I'd say was my favorite, because it was just, yeah, I enjoyed that one, to be honest.
And I must apologise, I missed that because selfishly, Moomin in Nosey was having an almighty scrap. But I think I noticed it about a lap later. But yeah, congratulations today, then, Troy. You, of course, you're the Formula Two champion. Then, of course, you still got you and Knowles. You've still got a job to do though by seeing if you can keep if you can get the team's championship over the line as well in Abu Dhabi in a week's time. Then, of course, Campos did a great job in Qatar last week. Are you concerned about the team's championship? Do you want to bring it home, or are you thinking I've done my job?
Nah, man. Always, everything that's up for grabs, I want it. So I don't really know how we're at in standings, but I think Alex got a good result today. I'm not completely sure. I kind of missed it, but he was up there at least on the like mini map when I was watching. So hopefully we gained a bit on the other team. I don't know what they're called, to be honest. I'm not really familiar with the F2 names, but yeah, we're gonna try to win it next week, hopefully, if we're still in it. That is.
It's going to be tight then. Thank you very much, Troy. Then absolutely brilliant stuff. Congratulations on your Formula 2 title. Then it's been superb all season. Then Serious Mushroom has told us to hurry up because he's got work soon. But well done indeed today, Troy. Magnificent job indeed. Then your first ever ALR Formula 2 champion. And Farf, of course, the man of many words. You got third today from 15th on the grid. There, it was a battling. It was very much a battling effort there. Talk us through your race if you can, then, and how difficult was it to come through the field then in both races?
That's right, actually. Weren't too bad.
Oh my gosh, I've got more than one word. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Of course, you went for an alternative strategy tonight. You went from the soft to the medium tires, which I was saying at the beginning of the race. Then that normally it's the opposite way around. Then, so is that how you elevated yourself up the order then by getting on those tires earlier on and then putting in some qualifying laps?
Now I couldn't change cars. I couldn't change the strategy at the start, so I thought, oh, I'll go with it. I thought I'll go a couple extra laps than it says, and obviously go to the medium to the end. Well, funny enough, the three behind me were battling, so I just kept the gap.
Oh. Do you think if you started on the medium tires, you would have still got a podium stay though? Because you were pretty quick.
Never know, do you? That's the problem.
And of course, overall this season, and I've been saying that you have absolutely loved the Formula 2 machinery. You've been flying in it. And do you think that there is a win on the cards for either the sprint or the feature race in Abu Dhabi in a week's time?
Never know. If I actually qualify and don't invalidate, yeah.
And you only got one shot at qualifying as well then. And of course, hopefully then, if we, well, I may talk to you next week, but if I don't, what's been your highlight of your Formula 2 season then? Of course, you did join quite late, but since you've joined there, you've done 9 races, you've flown up the standings, and you're in a very fine sixth position. And I think you're now in front of Vessia for fifth, and potentially Cirrus Mushroom might be doable as well for fourth. And what have you enjoyed about Formula 2 this season?
The whole thing. I was dreading joining it, and literally, what, the first couple of races, I was loving it.
Really good stuff indeed. Well done. Thank you very much, Farfan. Great podium as well. Well done to Toy Coin who got second today, and congratulations to Troy, who has now won 3 titles in his time with ALR. He won silver in season 3 or 4, I can't remember now. Gosh, then he won gold last season, and now he is the first ever F2 champion as well. Magnificent stuff indeed. We've got one more round of the Formula 2 Championship, which takes place in Abu Dhabi in a week's time. Of course, the team's championship is still very much up for grabs. I cannot wait for that. It is going to be Mushroom and Troy in one corner. It's going to be Knowlesy and Toy. No, I've got that the wrong way around. It is going to be Knowlesy and Troy in one corner, Toy Coin and Mushroom in the other corner. Then who is going to be the team's championship? We'll find out next week in Abu Dhabi. And actually on Sunday we have got the Mexican Grand Prix. Then can Percy finish off the job? Then of course he was so close yet so far in USA. Can he do the job in